I feel like I'm gonna vomit. So yeah, this is life on a ship. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Blonde Shepherd. I'm a performer and I make videos on everything to do with this crazy industry. I tried to make a video about what it's like to dance on a cruise ship when there is rough sea on board, and I just basically didn't finish it, so I thought I could kind of use quick clips from that vlog that I tried to make and just sit down and have a quick chat about it as well. So I'm just going to cut really quickly to a clip of when I was on the ship.
And right now I'm heading off to do my first duty of the day, which is fashion show. And I've shown you this in a previous video, a day in the life of a dancer. We are going through typhoon season. So it is October now, and September we had about I think we had 3 big typhoons, and one was really bad in August. That was horrendous. I was actually getting smashed up against the wall, and today they have warned us that it's going to be similar to that one. I woke up this morning and I do feel a bit sick. There is quite a lot of sway. It's not too bad yet, but we'll see how I feel once I get my heels on for the fashion show. But yeah, I think I'll just go and grab a coffee. Okay, so change of plans. I've already decided against going for a coffee because I feel horrendous. I really feel disgusting. I feel like I'm gonna vomit. So this is gonna be such a long day if it gets any more rocky. It's actually gonna be such a long day. But yeah, this is life on a ship. Welcome. Yeah, so I'm just gonna sit in my room until I kind of have to go, and then I'm gonna go and do my first duty of the day. Flavishka's so excited about fashion show. It's actually your favourite part of each day. Show me your happy face. Gorge. How Flavia does the fashion show.
Getting ready for the shows, we would be very conscious of what we would eat. We wouldn't necessarily drink a lot of water. You probably wouldn't go to crew bar and have a coffee. Crew bar, where it was positioned on our ship, was quite rocky, so we would steer clear of the areas that we knew were quite rocky. Everyone's cabins were positioned in different places on the ship, and some people's cabins were a lot more rocky than others, so maybe they would kind of spend the day in the staff mess where it wasn't as rocky, or everyone just kind of learned little tricks that would help them. Some people would literally just sleep it off and be ready, full of energy for the show. Other people wouldn't necessarily be able to stomach a lot of food, so maybe they'd eat very dry rice or bread or something that wouldn't kind of be stirring too much in their stomachs. Obviously, getting ready for the show, it was really important to not feel like you're about to vomit. Also, we always ate our dinner, our main meal of the day, after we did the shows, which would have been at about 9:30 p.m. Yeah, everyone just kind of learned little tricks to the trade. We just learned more and more as we went through the contracts. Okay, so when I got back from a fashion show there, I literally just had a quick nap and then had some food, but I forgot to take my camera, so that's good. But now I'm gonna head off to magic show rehearsals, and this wee wagon, hello, is with me, but they don't have any duties or any work today because they're cruel. That's because I'm so talented, you know. Got to do an extra show. That's why, isn't it?
Because you've got magic within you.
literally like it's the weirdest thing when the ship is moving like this. Like it's not like super rocky, but it's definitely like really swaying. Like you just feel like going to sleep. It's like someone's literally like rocking you to sleep, and like you're not even tired. You know that like realistically you've had enough sleep, but you still get tired. Like I sat down there to like read, and then I was like, oh my god, I really need to go to sleep. And it's really disorientating because like it's the middle of the day and you're going to sleep, and I'm actually like waking up to my alarm, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? And I have to get like my stage makeup on now and get ready. I'm gonna get a drink first in Crew Bar. I don't know, I might get like something sugary or like a coffee or something, because I just feel like really like zonked of energy. Okay, so I'm ready for a show, for a magic show. Michaela's just made a surprise appearance in her gala. Gorgeous gala. Ooh. So yeah, I'm gonna go get ready now, go side stage and do the magic show.
Basically, like, dancing when there is rough sea is very much a kind of like you learn as you go along. As the contract goes on, you'll probably experience worse rough sea, and you'll probably experience not as bad impact with rough sea. And I think like just from experiencing really, really bad rough sea to experiencing what I experienced in the beginning, I'm like, oh, when the ship would just kind of move a little bit, I would feel very confident dancing on stage. I'd be fine, like it wouldn't bother me. But in the beginning I'd be like, oh my god, it's moving. And because it was just a new sensation, it was a new feeling, so there was definitely a lot of like adjusting to it, and just like, you know yourself, like experience is everything, and actually feeling your way through a show was definitely like just took time. And as we got through the contract, we gained more confidence when dancing in rough sea. It definitely also helped with how often we did the shows. We were all very confident with the shows, so then when it came to a day where it was rough sea, we knew inside out when the moments where someone had to do a big jump, or there was a lift, or like you're dancing on a chair, or like there was something maybe a little bit more dangerous, running up and down stairs or something like this, or you know, we had a moving stage and platforms coming up and down, so you'd be very conscious of like when you would be going onto the platforms, and you literally just knew the show inside out. So like when you added another like layer of difficulty on top of that, which was rough sea, you would be like, okay, I know this is coming up. You'd be in the middle of the dance, you knew the dance so well, but you'd be thinking, okay, how is it feeling? Like, okay, am I alright? I'm good. And then you would continue, but you would continue with caution. And like if it was a really big jump, but you're like, okay, the ship's a bit crazy right now, you would learn how to gauge it, how to hold back maybe a bit, how to give it a bit more energy at other point. But obviously, because you are a dancer and you work with your body for your whole life, you have to obviously be really careful and really mindful of that. And if anyone was to ever get injured or hurt on the contract, they would have to be disembarked, sent home, and then a replacement would have to be sent. Everyone would have to do extra rehearsals, extra practices to either reblock the show or add a new person into the show. So obviously it was in everyone's best interest to look out for each other, to really pay attention when we were dancing in rough sea.
And to keep you updated on the Typhoon, there has been like no Typhoon, like there's been no massive kind of movement or anything on the ship.
It's not normally kind of that rough sea, and it actually didn't happen as often as like you would imagine, considering it's this big massive ship in the middle of the ocean when there are typhoons. But like the ships are made to deal with rough sea very well, so the impact isn't always like that bad. Even if you are sailing through a typhoon, you might not even feel it. The passengers generally don't feel rough sea unless it's extreme, and that is like a very rare like occasion. The crew feel it a bit more just because of where they sleep at the bottom of the ship, and as a dancer then, depending on where the theatre is positioned on the ship, will determine how rocky it will get during rough sea.
Back in my cabin now, but update on the Typhoon. Basically we haven't had any rough sea. Like it's been a bit rocky and a bit swaying and all of this, but nothing like too drastic. Like we're still able to do the magic show, and like nothing like the way it was before when it was like crazy rough sea, and I literally would get like butterflies in my belly because it would be like woo, and you'd be like, oh, what was that? And I sleep on the top bunk as well, so sometimes I was kind of like, oh god, like am I gonna wake up in the middle of the night because I'll just have flopped off my bed? But no, it hasn't gotten like that yet. And basically what's going to happen with this cruise now is, because most of the ports around, I think, Japan have closed because of the typhoon, so that means that we can't actually go anywhere else. So like now we're going to have to spend this 4-day cruise at sea, and we weren't off at the home port because I was working, I was doing photos, so I couldn't get off. Before that we had 1 day at sea, and then we were in Shenzhen before that, so we got off in Shenzhen. So the next time we'll probably get off will be in maybe 8 days, like maybe, we don't know. But like, I mean, when you're talking about being on the ship, it's like there's not a lot for the like crew to actually do on the ship other than go up to deck 9, get pizza, sometimes, not always, do the hot pot. Other than that, it's like, I don't even know what to tell you. You can do, like, maybe you can use the spa, but it's very expensive. You can go to crew bar. There's not massive amounts of things that you can do. They throw crew parties, so there's not like a hell of a lot to do. So that's gonna be an interesting few days. But yeah, I'm just like gonna get ready for bed now and take my makeup off, get into bed, and I've no idea like if it's gonna be rocky, because I think now that we're not docking anywhere, they can kind of stay away from like the problem areas, the typhoon, all of this. But having said that, the ship is swaying now a bit, and like my cabin is really weird. It like creaks when there's movement, so I'm like, what was that? But other than that, that was just my day today. Like, we got told this is gonna happen, but we're changing course. They've changed the plans, and like that does happen quite often with the cruise ships and with the itineraries, and obviously you can't predict the weather, and that's just the way.
If it was really, really rocky and the cruise director or the entertainment director thought it was too dangerous for us to dance, it would be cancelled. And that did happen to us on the cruise, because as I said, we were on the cruise ship when it was typhoon season, so like the rough sea would be a little bit more extreme at times.
How do we feel that the show's been cancelled?
I was kind of looking forward to doing it.
Jack is excited. Rita's crying. Oh, look at that.
I'm getting ready for crew bar.
What will you do now?
Crew bar.
Crew bar, good girl. Crew bar.
I love dance. Today, because I'm really bad at makeup and it's taken me a long time to get over.
So you feel sad that the show's been cancelled? How do you feel?
No. With crew bar. Well, I don't want to impress officers. I want to impress
Look at this. Gorgeous. So I'm back in my cabin now, and the show was cancelled. I'm probably just gonna go head to crew bar and have a drink there and unwind. But yeah, that is the chronicles of the typhoon so far. But what can you do? Like, it's just like, this is the thing, you're in the middle of the ocean, it's unpredictable. It's part of the whole thing you sign up for, the whole experience, everything. But yeah, that's it. A bit eventful today. Not eventful in a way, but also eventful.
So that's all for this video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please do hit the like button and subscribe, as it really supports my channel, and leave any comments in the comment section below if you have any questions, or if you've worked on a cruise ship before and you've experienced rough sea, if you have any coping mechanisms, leave them in the comment section below. And yeah, until next time, bye.